So, shall we start? Ready? Okay. How was the weekend? Did you have a good weekend or a bad weekend? Saturday, Sunday? Was it good? Or pardon? Oh, you don't feel happy today, do you? What about you? Was okay? Not so bad.
Yes.
Say it again.
Not
so bad.
Not so bad.
Not so bad. Yours? Not so bad. Oh, she's not able to come. Okay. Emir? Great. Oh, he had a good weekend. That's really nice. Okay. Now I want you to remember what we studied in the last lesson. What did you last learn? Do you remember? In the last lesson. Do you remember the sports, games we learned? Table tennis? And rugby, basketball, ice hockey. And we also learned some words like popular. You remember? Popular, yeah? So like in China, not China, Japan. China, in China, which sport is popular? Table tennis. Okay, what about Turkey? In Turkey, what other word can I use instead of popular?
In Turkey, it's popular.
What is popular? Football?
Football.
Football is popular. So instead of football, I can say number one sport. Yes? Number one sport is football. Okay? What other things did you learn in the last lesson? What did we look at? Remember frequency adverbs? Do you remember them? Frequency adverbs? Always. Usually. Never. Often. Okay? Rarely. What's the question word? What's the question word? How? For example, my answer is always. I always drink coffee in the mornings. What's the question? How? About the frequency. How? Off? How off? How often? Yes, you remember that? How often? Okay, so when you answer questions with how often, you say I always, I sometimes, I usually, I never, right? Okay, cool. Today, we are looking at something different. I have written down 4 actually questions. They are all questions, okay? But 4 of them. With the person next to you, can you please put the words together in correct order? What is the question form? How do you start? For example, is from Veronica where? So what's the question? Come again. Where is
From.
Who? Where are you? Where is she? Where is he? So where is she? So that means Veronica. Where is Veronica from? Good. So this is a question and you start with the WH question, where? And it is followed by the auxiliary is. Where is Veronica from? What about the next number 2, number 3 and 4? Could you please do it? It's also in your books on page 41. Page 41. Yes. Let's put them in correct order. So let's do number 2 together. It's gonna be a question. So you need to start with a question word, right? Let's think about question words. What question words do we have? Yeah, is and are question words for yes and no answer. Because if you say is she, is it, is he, you need to say yes or no. Or you can as well have question words like where. It's a question word. When, what. Yes. So here we need to come up with a question but start with is. So is Bhutan a good job. Is Bhutan a big country? Is it a big country? Yes, it is. No, it's not. So it's a yes/no question. Good. What about this one? Abdullah, what do you say?
When does Canada?
Yes.
Medals?
Yes, medals. So because we have a question word, WH question, start with that. So we need to say when, okay, does, he said Canada, when does Canada win? Win, yes, they win. They win Olympic medals. So when does Canada win Olympic medals? That's how it is like. The last one, Demet, what do you think?
I don't understand.
Ah, okay, I'll tell you. Here, this, you can see do and does. One of them is the question word. The other one is a verb. Because when it comes to sports, you do sports. For example, you play football, play basketball, go to the gym, but general word would be do sports. So this do is a verb. And it goes with the word sports, do sports. So because this is a question, you need to start with does. And we are talking about Veronica. So does Veronica do verb other sports? Does she do other sports? Yes? Okay. So now, I want you to keep in your mind that if you have a yes, no question, if the answer is yes, no, the question starts with what? It could be is, are, or do, does. You start with the auxiliary, we call it, okay? So if it's a yes, no question, you need to start with is, are, or if you're asking yourself, am I? You can. Am is are, okay? Or it is do or does. For example, am I a teacher? Am I a teacher? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Okay? But I want to ask another question and say, where? If I have a question word, where? What else is there? What? Who? Yes, why? Whose? We have many more. If you have the question word, you start with that. What comes next? What comes next? Look. Where is Veronica? So start with the question word, where. What's next?
Is.
Am, is, are. Or, if there's a verb like this, you start with do or does. Okay, so do or does. Okay, so that's how it goes. With do and does, we have verbs. What is a verb? Do you remember? Run, eat, drink, go, come, sit. It's a verb. Yes, yes. So if there is a verb, you ask with do or does. For example, run. Every day, make it a question. Run every day, make it a question. How do I ask? Can you form a question, please? You're asking her, run every day. How do you say?
Do you?
Well done. Yes, come again.
Do you run?
Yes. Do you? Look, do you? Because there is a verb, run. Do you run every day? Every day? What is the answer?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Or, no, I don't. Okay, one more question. This time, I don't say do, but I say where run? Where? Not are, because there's a verb. Where?
Nerede?
Uh-huh.
Açıklamayı istiyor.
Yes, where do you run? Look, if you have a question, where do you run? There's a verb. Where do you run? In the forest, in the park. Okay? One more question. What does the word runner mean? Runner? A person? Yes. So I want to ask him, runner? What is the question?
Are you running?
Good job, Demet. Come again. Are you a runner? What is the answer? Are you a runner?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Or,
No, I'm not.
no, I'm not. Cool. I want to ask him, why? Why runner? Why? Ask him, why? Why? How do I continue?
Why do you run?
There is no verb. Runner is a noun. Look, it is a. So why runner? Why teacher? Why a doctor? Why
Why are
you? Yes. Why are you a runner? So now, if you have a verb, if there is action, verb, you have do or does. Where do you run? Where do you run? Because this is a verb. But here, runner is a noun.
isim?
Yes, runner is a noun. Okay? So if there is a noun, you need to ask with am, is, are. I will give you one more. Think now. I want you to write two questions. Two questions, okay? Question number 1, taxi driver. Question number 2, drive a taxi. How would you say? I want to say, taxi driver. Are you a taxi driver? So come again. Are you a taxi driver? Look, taxi driver is a noun. Yes? So I have to ask with are you? Are you a furniture designer? Are you? Noun. Okay? Drive a taxi. Do you? Yes. Because this is a verb. Do you drive a taxi? Yes. Abdullah, one example, last example for you. I want you to ask, furniture designer. Furniture designer. This is 1. 2. Make furnitures. So this is a verb. Question number 1. Furniture designer.
Are you furniture designer?
Are you a? Come again.
Are you
Are you
a furniture designer?
Yes, a furniture designer. This one? Do you
make
furnitures?
furniture?
Yes, because this means, furniture means, what does it mean? Mobilia. Things you sit on. So, no, not are. Do you make furnitures? So, what's number one? Where? What's number one? Tell us, Arjan.
Where do work your brother?
Ha. Where? Do or does?
Do.
Where?
Where your brother?
Ha. Brothers. Two brothers. So where do your brothers? Because if you say brothers, then it is they, right? They. If you say brother, one, that is he. So because this is they, where do your brothers work? Good. Where do your brothers work? Okay, because there is a verb here, we need to say do. Number two, Abdullah, is?
Is this your phone?
Is this
Your phone?
your phone? Okay, is this your phone? Next one, please.
What time does start the film?
What time does what?
What does?
No, what time does? What is the subject? The film. Does it, right? The film. What time does the film start? Well done, Emir. Yes. So the film is the subject. What time does the film start? What time does it start? Yeah. Next one, number 4, Arjan.
Does speak.
Who? Does? Yes, that's the subject. Does your husband? Yes. Does your husband? So the subject is what? He, she, it. Which one? He. Okay. Does he speak Spanish? Right? Does he speak Spanish? Good. Number 5. What do you say, Damit, for number 5, please?
How is your family?
How is? Good job. How is your family? Abdullah, number 6, please.
Are
Are we? Yeah.
Are we late for class?
Are we late? For class. Are we late for class? Okay, good job. Number 7. Emir?
Do your children like sushi?
Do your children like sushi? Yes. Do they like sushi? Last one. What time?
What?
What time?
What time does your fish
Does your what? Wife? Wife.
wife?
Yes. So what time does your wife? This means she. Yes, a she. She. So what time does she finish? Start? Finish work. Yes. Finish. This is the verb. Work. Okay. So now, tell me. If we want to come up with the rule, okay, we want to put a rule. If you start the question, you start. with WH. So you say what? You say when? You say what time? Whatever. What comes next? What time? You've got two options. Not verb. You can ask, look, does, do. What? Does. Look, how is. Look, what time does. So you've got two options. After the WH question, you can say am, is, are. For example, when is your birthday? What time is the party? Yes? So after this, what? Noun. I'm gonna write it like this. Am, is, or are plus noun. Okay? Or you could have do or does. What time does your sister go to school? So after this, what time does your sister, so we have the subject. Who? I, we, you, they. What is next? He, she, it. So what time does your sister go to work? So verb. Okay. Look. What time is the party? Or you could say, where are you? Does it make sense? Okay, let's see. Is it easy? Do you understand? Yes? Is it? But you did it. Look. What is there not to understand? Look. If you have the WH question, Emir, can you please explain this chart? What do you understand? If you start with this, where, what, when, why, what comes next? Am is are, first option, or do does. If you say do does, you need a verb. Go to work, drive a car, have breakfast. So, what time do you have breakfast? You've been doing it, yes? All right, we'll practice more. If you come up with a yes/no question, yes/no. In Turkish, you would say mı, öyle mi, right? So you say am, is, are. If you say I, am I a student? How would you say this in Turkish? Am I a student? Öğrenci miyim? Mi. Öğrenci miyim? Okay. Are you at school? Okulda mısın? Okay. If you say, do you like music? Misin. Okay. If I say, why do you like music? Why do you like music? Neden seversin? Yes? So if you have that, what varsa, who varsa, you start with that. That's it. Okay? Right. So if you have IVU day, you say if you have IVU day, you ask the question with do. If you have he, she, it, you ask with does. Tell me number one. Football, your favorite sport? Does. Not does. There is no verb there.
Is football your favorite sport?
Is football your favorite sport? Yes, Emir, number 2.
How do you relax at weekend?
How do you relax? Because relax is a verb. Relax. What does it mean? Relax? Rahatlamak. It's a verb. So how do you relax? Okay, good. Number 3. What sports, Abdullah?
What sports do?
No, because we have the word popular in your country. There is no verb. Look. There is no verb. What sports are popular? What is the next one, Demet?
Where do you usually have lunch on Sundays?
Yes, where do you usually have lunch on Sundays? Thank you. Number 6, Emir.
Is your country in a lot of medals in the Olympics?
Win is a verb. Win. Yes. What does it mean? To win?
Does your country?
Yes. Does it? Does your country? So win is a verb. That's why. How old? How old is your teacher? Yes. What TV programs?
Does your husband?
Yes, does your husband like? Because like is a verb again. Does your husband like? Next one and the last one.
Do you do
Yes, do you do?
sport or exercise during the week?
Exercise during the week. Yes, do you do? Well done. Now, I'm going to give you a worksheet. On this worksheet, we are going to practice questions again. Remember, if there is a verb, for example, okay, let's see.
Yani dört varsa, eylem varsa
Do does all the time.
soruyorsa eğer imza.
Yes. So tell me now. Reservation. What does it mean? Reservation? Yes, it's a noun. Reservation is a noun, okay? But if you say have a reservation,
Rezervasyon yapmak olduğu için.
this is a verb now because it is have a reservation, okay? Now, next one. I will say spell. What does spell mean? Spell. Hecelemek. Remember? How do you spell your name? So spell is a verb. Okay. I will ask you another one. Work. Work. It's a verb and a noun. So you need to be careful. It can be a verb or it can be a noun. For example, I work in Istanbul. Here it is a verb. But I go to work every day. Here it is a noun. So here it means çalışmak. Here it means iş. İşe gidiyorum. So here it means a place. Yer. But here it is what? An action. Bir işi ifade etti. Okay? I'll ask you another one. For example, like. Is it a verb? Yes, it is a verb. Okay, I'll ask you another one. Listen to. Listen. It is a verb. Again, listen to music, for example. Or if I say finish work. Yes, this is a verb and this is a noun. So finish work, işi bitirmek. It's a verb. Toplam birlikte. Okay. Let's do this exercise.
Şeyde sadece rezervasyon kısmında başına ev gelince
Ben
hepsi
bunu
verb oluyor mu?
Evet.
Hepsi oluyor.
Mesela o
Rezervasyon yaptırmak.
almak değil mi?
Rezervasyon almak. Yani son olarak verb.
Rezervasyon yaptırmak gibi.
Rezervasyon var olarak algıladım ben.
Ha, rezervasyonum var diye de çevrilebilir Türkçe'ye, of course.
O yüzden kaldım.
We have a reservation diyebilirsin. Rezervasyonumuz var çünkü yaptırdık. That's why. You can have it that way. Olur. So, in the first dialogue here, a waiter, where does a waiter work? A waiter? Yes, works in a restaurant. So, a waiter and a woman are talking. look at the dialogue and write the questions. In the second part, there is a man and woman talking in a bar. Okay? So let's see. I'll give you the dialogue. Could you please do it? So they're talking. The waiter says, can you read it, Damit? Good evening. Can you please read it? Yeah.
Again,
Yes, please.
good evening. Do you have a reservation?
Reservation.
Yes, we do. What's your surname?
What's your surname is the right answer. Okay. What's your surname? It is?
Lane.
And Ercan, what is the next one?
What's your surname?
Okay.
It's Lane.
Question?
How do you spell it?
How do you spell it? Okay. So how do you spell it? Thank you. Emir, number 3.
Where do you work?
Where do you work? Where do you work? Yes. Abdullah?
Are you a doctor?
Are you a doctor? Yes. Are you a doctor? Good. Number 5. Back to you, Demet.
Do you like your job?
Yeah. Do you like your job? Do you like your job? Umit, number 6. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yes.
I do. It's fun.
Fantastic. Very nice. Umit?
What do you do in your free time?
Yes. What do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time? Thank you. What do you do in your free time? Number 7, Emir.
What music do you listen to?
No, not number 7. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Number 8. But what mistake? Oh, I should have started with number 2, right? Right? I should say number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now 8. Emir, come again.
What music do you listen to?
What music? Yes, what kind of music? What music do you listen to? Thank you. Number 9. Who wants to do it? Go ahead, Demet.
What time do you finish work?
What time do you finish? Yes. Ercan?
Are you free after work tonight?
Are you free after work? Thank you. Nice. Okay. Now, I've got a few questions right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But these are not complete. I want you to imagine that you want to ask these 7 questions to your partner. Can you form the question? What is the question? Hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Good. At work? At work?
Do you?
If you say do, go.
Where do you look?
Where do you work?
At work.
Are you at work?
Because it says at. It's a place. So where?
Are you at work?
That's it. Are you at work or? That's it. Are you at work? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Are you at work? Are you? What time? Wake up.
What time?
What time? I'm asking you. What time do you
Wake up.
wake up? Because there's a word. What time do you wake up? Good. Busy? Busy? Busy? If you're busy, you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work. You're working all the time. Busy. Not free.
Boş değilim.
Çalışıyor.
Yes, that's how you say.
Are you busy?
Are you busy? Are you busy? Yes. Okay. Yes, I am. Where have lunch? Where do you have lunch? Like pop music? Like pop music?
Do you like?
Do you like? Because there's the verb. Like, do you like pop music? Okay, next one.
Do you have
Do you have
A best friend.
a best friend? Okay. On this piece of worksheet, we have 14 sentences. These are sentences. You need to write the name of your classmate who has the answer to these questions you're gonna ask. For example, the first one says, plays a musical instrument. Who? Who? Ercan, Demet, Abdullah or Emir? Who? So you need to ask your partner. You go and say, okay, do you play a musical instrument?
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does. So I write Emir. Okay, I write Emir. Emir plays a musical instrument. I try another one. A teacher. A teacher. Are you a teacher? No. Are you a teacher?
No, I'm not.
Are you a teacher? Are you a teacher?
No.
So nobody. You can write Özge. Özge is a teacher. Okay. Another one. Has a brother. So what is the question? Brother? Question? Do you have a brother? So you need to change this, okay? Look at this and think about the question. Question is, do you have a brother? Here the question is, what is the question? Are you a teacher? And here, do you play a musical instrument? Okay, so let's do that. Tell me, who plays a musical instrument? Demet plays. What do you play? Which musical instrument? I play the flute. What about you? Yes, the flute. Okay, so Demet plays a musical instrument. Who is a teacher? Özge is a teacher. Okay. Who has a brother or a sister? And a sister. Ercan and Emir. Oh, okay. O zaman then we need to say Emir only maybe, yeah? Number 4. Who goes to bed before 11? Who? Abdullah. Okay. Cool. Number 5. Who is late for class every day? Who is late every day? Abdullah is. Okay. Next one. Who does a lot of sport? Ercan does a lot of sport. Yes, Ercan. How many hours every day? How many hours? How many hours? 2 hours. Okay. Who is from a different city? Okay. And number 8. Who has lunch at home? Emir. Yes. Who is very happy today? Demet is very happy today. Good. Who goes out on Sunday night? Ercan goes out, okay. Who drinks tea in the morning? Abdullah drinks tea. Okay. Yes, Abdullah drinks tea. Who likes PlayStation? Emir, yes. Okay. Who is a slow driver? Me too. Okay. Demet. Number 14. Who swims in the winter? Ercan swims in the winter. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very nice. Okay. Now, I want you to look at the board. I've got some question words here. Okay. How? For these question words, I want you to think of 1 or 2 word answers. Short answers. Short. Yes. For example, with the question how, what question? How can you think of a question like how are you? How are you? Fine. So that's a possible answer. How are you? Fine. Okay, go to work. How? How? Bus or car or bicycle? How? Yes. So with the word how, you can ask two questions, two types of questions. How are you? The answer is fine. Or you could say, how do you, because there is do, you need a verb. How do you go to work? Okay? How do you go to work? So here how means what?
Bicycle.
By bicycle, yes. How do you go to work? By bike, by bus, by car. Okay? So you get into the car, you go by car, you go by bicycle. In English, you always need this. How? By bike. How? By bus. Okay? Otobüsle, bisikletle. Okay? Cool. Number 2. What? Name. Name? What's your name? Yeah. What's your name? What's your name? So you ask a question with is. Have for breakfast. What?
What do you have?
What do you have for breakfast? So if there is a verb, sorry, have, you need to say do. When? When? Birthday. Birthday? When? When? No? When is your birthday? That's it. When is your birthday? Okay. The answer? When is your birthday? On the 23rd of May. If there is a date, you need to say it with on. Okay? Next question. When start work? Start work. When? When do you start work? Or when do you holiday? Have a holiday. Okay? Or when do you finish school? When? Yes. Or you could say when do you go out? When? On Sunday. When? On Monday. Okay? On Sunday. So before days we have on. Where? Where are you from? Where are you from? Okay. Leave. Not leave, sorry, live. Where? Live? Where do you live? Where do you live?
Where is my bag?
Where is my bag? Yes, very good. Okay, now, ready? With question who? Okay, who? You can ask who is your teacher? Who is your teacher? What is the answer? Who? Kim. Who is your teacher?
My teacher is
Özge. So you can write Özge. So, who is asking the subject? The person who is doing it. Özge. Okay. Let's think of another one. Arjan, do you live alone or you live with your family? Do you live alone? One person in your house or a family? Do you live alone? You live alone. Okay. Look, I say, who do you live with? I ask the question with.
Yaşamak şey.
Yes.
Ha, yine.
And this time I ask who again. But here, when I say you, I mean Ercan. So Ercan is doing it with somebody else, another person. Yes.
Cevabı nasıl da Ercan is?
Okay. So Ercan lives with, let's say, Emir, for example. Okay? So here we have the word with. So who with means kimle. Okay? But here it means kim, the person doing it. Who? Abdullah. Who? Emir. Okay? But here, who do you live with? Okay, so you do it with somebody else.
Neden sonda?
It always goes at the end. İle.
Ben buna herhalde who do you with live falan diye.
Oh, it has to come after the verb. Fiilden sonra gelmeli. Who do you live with?
Tam anlamı ile.
İle.
İle.
Who do you live with? So here, you are asking the subject. But here, you are asking the object. Object means nesne, right? So here you are asking the subject, but here you are asking the object because live with somebody else. Okay? Let's start with number 1. Music does she like? What music does she like? Jazz and pop. What music does she like? Jazz and pop. Okay. Next one. Old is your sister. How old? Yes, how old is your sister? She's 19. A sandwich and a glass of lemon juice, please.
What do you want for lunch?
What do you want? What do you want? Okay, what do you want? What do you? Cool. Next one. His sister. Emir, his sister.
Who's that woman with Bob?
Who is? Yes, who's that woman with Pop? With Bob, his sister. Number 5. When do you have English classes? When do you have English classes? Okay. Spell your last name. How do you spell your last name? In an office. Where does your wife work? Number 8. Where do you usually go on holiday? Cool. With the question word who, you can ask 2 types of questions with who. Okay? The first one, you're asking the subject. It means the doer. You know the word do? So doer. The person doing it. Okay? You're asking the subject who is doing it. Or you could ask the object. Okay? The object. Okay. Now let's say, for example, if you are asking the subject, the person who is doing it, okay? I want to find out ice cream in this classroom. Ice cream who likes? Who likes ice cream in this classroom? Okay? So I say who likes ice cream in this class. So I want to find out the names of people. Is it Demet, Ercan, Abdullah, Emir? Who? Okay? So I say who likes. If I'm asking the subject, I add an s after the verb. As if it is singular, like he, she, it. Because who likes? Demet likes. Who likes ice cream? Ercan likes ice cream. So you always ask in singular and you add an s. Okay? Let's think of another example. Live in Istanbul. live in Istanbul?
Who
Who
lives?
lives? Who lives in Istanbul? Okay. Do sports. Go to the gym. Who?
Who do you?
Who? Goes. Always in singular. Always it's an S. Who goes to the gym? Ercan goes to the gym. Okay. Another one. Who? Let's see. Let's think of another example. Have breakfast. Have breakfast at home. Who? Has. Because remember, the word have is what? Has. It's changed. Who has breakfast at home? Okay.
Bu olay sadece who'da mı geçerli diğerlerine?
Only for who?
Neyse.
Only for who? Only for who? And only when you're asking the subject. Because you don't know. I'll give you another example. For example, who likes ice cream? Okay? Or who lives in Istanbul? If I want to ask who you live with, so I say who do you? I know you live in Istanbul. Okay, who is the second person? I don't know. Okay, so if I am asking the second person doing the action, who do you live with? So if I say with, then I'm asking you, who do you live with? Who is the second person? I live with Ayşe. I live with Emir. I live with Ercan. Okay? Are you ready? Okay. So, tell me, Demet, what's your question?
Who do you want to go to on holiday with?
Who do you want to go on holiday with? I want to go on holiday with my family. Very good question. Let's write. Who do you want to go on holiday with? Yes. My answer is with my family. Okay, nice. Anybody else?
Who do you go to work with?
Who do you go to work with? I go to work with my son, with my little son, because I work in his school. So we go together. Okay, nice, Emir?
Who do you go shopping with?
Oh, I usually go shopping with my mother. Yes, what about you?
Who do you drink coffee with?
I drink coffee with my colleagues in the office. I drink coffee with my mother at home. Yes. Ercan?
Who do you go to cinema with?
Oh, cinema. I go to the cinema with my friends. What did you learn today? Question words.
Question marks.
Which question words?
What?
What?
When?
Who? When?
Where?
Where? How? How? Okay. And who? And who? Okay. What about the word order? Like who do you live with? We looked at the order as well, right? Do you live in Istanbul? Who do you live with? Or we looked at questions with, are you busy? Are you a student? Yes? Question. Are you hungry? Okay. So hopefully it was helpful. I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay. Thank you.